See, I don't think, in my opinion, it looks like that the Palestinian leadership is much more interesting in a three-state solution for two people. Because unfortunately, the Hamas is fighting for its own Islamic emirate in the Gaza Strip. The Fatah is still fighting for his own empire in the West Bank, and the State of Israel. Looks like the three parties are so satisfied with what they got. As you can see recently, that the Fatah and the Hamas almost failed totally to reach any kind of unity or any kind of reconciliation. And unfortunately, it looks like that the solution, which is the Palestinians are demanding, is the three-state solution, not the two-state solution. Let me be much more clear and to say that I have a very bad view on the Palestinian Authority. I think that since 21 years ago, since the Oslo Agreement came out, and since the Palestinian Authority came into the West Bank and to Gaza Strip, I didn't think that the Palestinians almost achieved any kind of benefit, neither from the Oslo Agreement, nor from the Palestinian Authority itself. I want you to show me, since 21 years ago until today, that the Palestinian Authority built one university, or built one school, or built a hospital, or built a clinic. The whole past 21 years, the only thing that we heard about the Palestinian Authority is the corruption. And no doubt that the Palestinian Authority corruption almost affected the economy, the internal economy of the Palestinians. And I think that the Palestinians almost missed the good days before Oslo under the Israelis. If you will come today to any ordinary Palestinian and asking him what are the most three priorities for you, he will say a job to survive. He will say to secure the education system and the health system for my children. Nobody is talking about settlements. Nobody is talking about the wall. Nobody is talking about the establishment of the Palestinian state. And that's showing you that the majority of the Palestinians are people who are seeking dignity rather than identity. Yeah, see, the BDS, I think that this is another organization who tried to establish itself, who tried to gain more power and more money on the suffering of the Palestinians. No doubt that the BDS is a movement which is trying to kill not only the Israeli economy, but also the Palestinian economy. And I think that the excellent example on the BDS activities is the closure of the soda stream in the West Bank when the owners decided to remove it to inside Israel, to the south of Israel. What was the result of removing the soda stream from the West Bank to the south of Israel? 2,500 Palestinian workers has been kicked out. And right now they are jobless in the West Bank. When I met with these people, and they asked them one clear question: what you are going to say if you are going to meet a member of the BDS? Then he said, I will ask him, what is the alternative? The alternative is to be jobless rather than to have a job. And while the BDS demanding us to be jobless means that the BDS is really trying to trash the dignity that the Palestinians are looking after. In my opinion, the most priority right now is that the international community should have to start focusing on the economic prosperity to the Palestinians and the Israelis. I think that we already totally failed in politics. Let us have a rest, at least for 5 years, from politics, from initiatives, from negotiations, from peace, and to start pave the way towards the economic prosperity. When I mentioned later that the majority of the Palestinians are people who are seeking dignity, dignity can be achieved only via the economic prosperity. I think that economy is very important to the both sides. I am looking forward to see more and more joint projects and more joint proposals, not only between the Israelis and the Palestinians. I would love to see the Jordanians in the middle. I would love to see the Egyptian in the middle. I would love to see the Saudi Arabia in the middle. Because while we have such kind of an economic cooperation, that will bring a huge economic prosperity to the Israelis and the Palestinians. And I am a person who believes that economic prosperity, probably later on, will pave the way towards politics and towards peace, but not